For you folks, you may very well hear air conditioner pop up on several occasions here. How do you function when you can't rip songs off of YouTube?
Because they're not high quality. They're not.
There's plenty of high definition versions.
No, there's really not. YouTube compresses the audio files regardless of whatever HD the audio says it has.
Sure. So you want to listen to the FLAC formats then, the FLACs. J2 won't accept anything less, folks.
Well, I've got the Asus Zonar audio card, and I've got the Sennheiser headphones. It's a good pairing. I like to listen to some good music.
Yes, but that's just as a warning for you folks. We're in the I think it's around 90 degrees outside, and so given my room situation, air conditioner might be popping up. Anyway, as a recap for what transpired on Friday night, Saturday morning, J2 held his pay-per-view and he crushed it. Over 1 million fans switching to SmackDown from Raw. 5-star pay-per-view that J2 held. Better than mine for sure. And for the first time, J2 has more fans than I do. Of course, there's only 10 million fans of the WWE in the entire universe. And so we'll be fighting for these all the way to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Alright. I don't know about Train, get low. Anyway, I don't think there's anything in particular that I need to look at for my email.
So, admit it, did you, how long did you spend staring at the screen, trying to figure out your new storylines and opportunities?
Storylines? I'm keeping the same things. Like, I haven't gone to my pay-per-view yet. All those rivalries are going to remain there. I'm not subtracting or adding any new ones. I spent maybe an hour, 90 minutes earlier today, comprising what my schedule was going to be up into and including my pay-per-view. Now, I'm the person who's gone first in each of these two setups. You want to go first this time? You want me to go first again?
I can go first.
Okay. I didn't know whether you needed some more coffee or whatever it is you're drinking right now.
Soylent.
Yes. I figured maybe you might cheat since you would need the help, right? Okay, anyway, we have 5 shows before the next pay-per-view instead of 4. Just wanted to note that.
So I have 10 weeks now.
Well, I mean, like, we have 5 shows before my next review, so we're going to be doing 5 shows each, and then my pay-per-view, instead of the 4 that we've been doing.
Gotcha.
If we take a look at the rivalries that you can set up, looks like, the rivalries that you set up...
Why are they still on?
Haven't expired.
Why are they still on?
Looks like, well, I mean, you could, like, end them, I guess, but they're, like, so fucking amazing, I guess, that they're continuing to go, despite the fact that the rivalry link was set. 2 thumbs up for all of them!
Oh, alright.
I mean, if you want to end them, you can.
No, I'm not ending shit. The game says they're good enough to keep going on. Awesome.
So, yeah, you have 10 weeks until the Great American Bash.
Okay, so let's set up a couple of storylines for the Great American Bash.
Okay.
Really? No, that's weird.
Look, I'm pretty sure that Judgment Day was the thing that was selected, although I suppose someone could come back in the video and say, actually, no, you had selected the Great American Bash, which I don't think is true, but in this case, I guess all of your rivalries were so fucking amazing that it's like, well, shit, like, you could keep them if you want, the people love them. Whereas all of mine were like, crowd's okay with that resolution.
You know what? I don't want to commit to more storylines while I've got these 3 active right now, though.
You
So
can easily cancel them. I could cancel them for you.
I don't want to cancel. I don't want to cancel. Don't you? This is Grimith like, hey, you want to cancel? Yeah, I see these 3 2 thumbs up storylines. I don't want them anymore.
You're the one being burdened by them. I'm offering to help you.
I'm not canceling shit. I'm not canceling shit.
Okay.
Back out.
Spade Play says it could end at the end of this week. Better check them after this show just to be safe.
True. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I could hold, like, some shady, like show sabotaging to get in the rivalries for me. Alright, so what do you want to do?
Back out.
Okay.
Let me see my current 25.
Alright. Current power 25 has in the top 5 Roddy Piper, Rey Mysterio, John Cena. It hasn't updated to reflect that John Cena won the title. So it hasn't updated for your pay-per-view yet.
Ah.
Which means that the rivalries might not have updated for your pay-per-view either.
That might be why. Because it says May 26th. What day is today? What day is our show?
Yours would be the 31st, mine would be the 27th. Now, my rivalry's updated after my pay-per-view, but maybe
That's weird.
I don't know. You can't fucking say shit's weird or not. We don't fucking know how this game works.
True. Let me check my roster to see if I have any pissed off people.
Booker T is unsatisfied because he's lost 6 matches in a row.
Sure.
Kurt Angle is unsatisfied because he's lost 4 matches in a row.
Okay. And let me see latest contracts. The contracts.
Sure. Let me. Daivari is expiring in 2 weeks. Landscape in 3, and then your slew of 3-month contracts: Carlito, Ken Kennedy, Kid Cash, Shawn Michaels, and Umaga will be expiring. Fatigue-wise, obviously you have a number of wrestlers who are suffering from fatigue levels after your pay-per-view show.
Sure.
Considering the strenuous matches you put them in. Matter of fact, every single one of your wrestlers has at least a little sliver of fatigue. Which, as far as I'm aware, just increases their likelihood of getting injured. And I can't guarantee how much they'll recover. I'm not exactly sure.
Let me, Okay, I got it. Let's go ahead and get out of here.
Okay.
And get out of here as well.
Alright. Where would you like to go?
Let's just go right to schedule.
Okay. You were in Ireland. You don't have anyone from Ireland. And let me go ahead and just clear off everything.
Well, this is still using the SmackDown.
It's using
show,
your
not...
SmackDown one from last week, yes.
Yeah. Swap. Oh no.
If you want time, that's fine with me.
Yeah, give me some time to think.
Sure. Alright. Go ahead and check my Power 25 real quick. Yep, that's who I thought would be there. Fantastic. Mick Foley's actually ranked number 1 in Raw. It's cool. Rosters-wise, my rivalries are what they are, all 1 thumbs up each. I do not want to propose a trade. We're heading to free agency, and I'm going to be hiring 2 people. The first of whom is going to be Mark Henry to a 5-week contract. Someone about to get their ass kicked. And Snitsky is coming back on a 5-week contract that takes my roster up to 18 individuals. Schedule-wise, I'm in Nebraska, Lincoln to be specific, and we have a number of matches to organize. Now, a little bit of description, explanation. Last session, I pretty heavily tried a tactic that J2 first thought of between the 2 of us back in the first time we played this game. And that was handicap matches with scrub lords in the hopes of possibly raising popularity of the people he actually wanted. I took this strategy, I tried to bend it to my own will. The problem, however, is that I tried to employ a strategy that J2 thought of. And in our last session together, it backfired for both me and to some extent J2 as well. I tried to
hilarity.
I tried to exploit the fuck out of that thing, and Viscera kept giving me the goddamn middle finger. I'm glad that bastard is dead. No, Crimson Sunrise. I don't much have interest in what you viewers want to see. I only care about what J2 wants to see and what about I want to see. You guys could easily pick the scrubbiest of matches, and I'm not here for you. But it's a situation. I did definitely consider it. I think I asked J2 that question whenever we were initially considering that idea.
What?
The idea of having a poll so that the viewers could pick which matches were watched, J2.
Did you? I don't remember.
Of course you don't, J2. You just woke up.
Alright. I'm just gonna drink some water.
Yes. Anyway, I don't have time to read you active chat. I'm busy, gonna fill in my card here, and we'll start from the top and work our ways down here. So after that amazing pay-per-view, obviously, the Raw GM, who had been in a bit of a crazy fit lately, confusing the writers and creative team of Raw, he came to his senses after seeing how incredibly successful Judgment Day was. And the Raw GM has also learned something very important. You see, before he accepted this position, he thought the GM also had the role of booker, and he thought that he could control who would win the matches and go over on them. Well, as it turns out, Vince McMahon, in a stunning display of experimentation, decided to give that role to someone else. And I have no control over who goes over in Raw. And it has made outcomes very difficult for the Raw GM to fucking make. And so the Raw GM and the Booker are constantly wrestling here for supremacy. And the Booker has immunity. The GM can't fire him. And so the Booker is like, neener, you can give me what you want, motherfucker. You can tell me how it's supposed to go. And I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want, because fuck you. It's definitely not Booker T. One, because Booker T's on SmackDown. Two, because Booker T has lost 6 fucking matches in a row!
It's Vicky. Vicky is his booker.
I suppose since Edge is on this show, it does make sense that it's Vicky. Anyway, we're going to be opening up with Fit Finlay, who is on his patriotism tirade. He's been losing consistently. He is angry, he's pissed, and he's like talked it out with the Raw GM, and he's going to get a match opening right now, Finlay versus Snitsky. We're going to then transition into a tag team match. Flair and Triple H are going to be teaming up, and Rob Van Dam wants a little help. And so he's going to be getting it from the new Raw acquisition, Mark Henry. Somebody about to get their ass kicked. Ric Flair, Triple H. No shit, Booker T lost TikTok. He's been too busy booking for the other fucking franchise. Promo 1 is going to end up being a rivalry thing, which will promote, of all people, Big Show and Kane's rivalry. Along with Mickey James's, because Kane is going to be taken this week off of Raw. He's pretty fatigued after the 2 matches that he was put through last week. Moving on there, since, well, we're not entirely sure how it transpired. The room doesn't really have any explanation for it. The creative staff and writing team of Raw is just hoping that, the Raw general manager is working through his insanity. And these are baby steps.
Oh my god. So basically the Raw GM saw a recent SmackDown and was like, I can put somebody against a diva and nobody will yell at me for it. That's basically what he just did.
Perhaps he saw that society was more progressive than what he thought it was.
This is actually Grimith's way of guaranteeing Big Show's gonna win a match.
God, I hope so. I was actually thinking about hiring a diva just so I could do that for Fit Finlay as well, and I'm like, no, I can't do that to 2. I'd feel bad with 1. Anyway, we're gonna have Lita here face Trish with Melina as manager for match 4. Promo 2 is going to face a rivalry attack, which will be the first time I'm using this. Edge is going to come out during a promo and Undertaker's gonna pull his traditional, like, break through the ring, grab Edge, and drag him down, and, like, there'll be, like, pyros and special effects that'll, like, roar to life as the Undertaker drags Edge to hell. Match 5 will, be Mick Foley. Now, curiosity here is that Finlay comes out during this 1v1 match between Mick Foley and Matt Hardy. This was scheduled by the Raw GM to pit the two tag team partners against each other, basically perhaps see how strong their bond was, whether Hardy was really committed to helping Foley defend patriotism, and Finlay comes out having already wrestled to open up Raw in the middle of the match, and we'll see what happens based on who wins the match, right? And then the main event ends up being a fatal four-way between Taker, Edge, who was just attacked, basically, and dragged into hell by The Undertaker, Bobby Lashley, and Batista. Bobby Lashley, of course, having just won the Intercontinental Championship. All three of these folks incredibly popular, and perhaps getting a match to see whether, well, who might really get a crack at that WWE belt coming up this next pay-per-view. So there we go. That is Raw's match card. Was not able to read chat so much there, obviously focusing things. Yes, Raw GM does watch SmackDown. What else is he supposed to do on Friday night? Come on.
Okay. So, let's go to the schedule.
Will, hey Grim, I noticed System Shock 2 with Lethal and J2 still in the playlist. I plan on deleting those videos eventually. I didn't know I put them in a playlist. I don't think I actually have them in a playlist, but if you say they are, I'll trust your judgment. Okay, anyway.
Alright. Go ahead and clear the board, please.
Sure, I can do that. Oops. Yeah, you can't touch a book by its fucking cover, sucker. Board clear.
Match number, actually, promo number 1 and promo number 2 are
All
both
right.
going to be advertising promos.
SmackDown GM's feeling the heat of money.
Yeah, a little bit. Match number 1.
Which playlist are they in? Go ahead.
Match number 1 is going to be a opening handicap match. I'm still going to follow this handicap policy.
All right.
It's going to be a 1-on-2.
Okay. Who's fighting?
It's going to be Daivari versus Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle.
So they're in a playlist that basically doesn't exist because none of those videos are public. Then I don't give a fuck. Fuck you assholes. They're not doing anything other than basically aggravating you guys. Who's the opponents? My apologies.
Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle.
Alright. To open off the show,
Yep.
especially since Kurt Angle's the one who's been losing.
Yep. Match, and besides, their rivalry's still going on apparently, so I have to keep them in the match.
Well, you don't have to have it continue. If it's
I'm
upsetting.
going to have it continue, goddammit. Match number 2. Gonna be a 1-on-3.
Okay.
It's gonna be Lance Cade. Fucking Lance Cade. Lance Cade's my viscera. Against Orton,
Alright.
Booker T,
Alright.
and this is just to make sure that we win. Let's go with open it up. JBL.
Alright. Also, chat, WWE has no main rival. WWE is monolithic on the top. TNA cannot compete. Ring of Honor can't compete. When WWE smashed WCW, they became the sole owner of that spot. They don't have a main rival. Everyone else is B-list compared to their control.
Yeah, I'd agree. And even with Jeff Jarrett's new upcoming Global Force Wrestling, it's just going to be another TNA type.
Assuming anything even remotely comes of it, like, do you know anything about, like, its current, like, progress or anything?
Yeah, they're booking. They've got television shows planned for in Vegas, TV tapings, and they're actively now announcing their rosters. So, I mean, it's a thing. It's certainly a thing.
Who was the third opponent that you had against Lance Cade? I accidentally pressed the cancel button.
It was JBL.
JBL, right. Sorry. There we go.
Okay. Match number 3 is going to be a...
And yeah, I don't have much interest in, I've just kept those videos uploaded, those multiplayer ones. Wasn't sure whether or not I wanted to, like, reveal them to viewers. I don't really care whether anyone wants to watch them. It's a question of what I want on my channel.
I hope GFW does well as well, Spade plays, but I don't, it's not going to compete with WWE. Not at this point, at least. Let's skip the middle matches for right now and go right into the main event.
Okay.
Main event is going to be a rematch from Judgment Day.
Okay.
And it's going to be Cena versus Piper, non-title.
Single match?
Yes.
Okay. Done.
Match number 5 is going to be another shade of Judgment Day. It's going to be Shawn Michaels versus Carlito.
Singles match?
Actually, make this a triple threat.
Okay.
And we're going to add in Ken Kennedy, who's done extremely well recently.
All right. Done and done.
Okay. And let's see, match number 4.
Yes, I used to put, like, descriptions and stuff for all those live broadcasts, and I did that for, like, the Twitch things, too, and I stopped just fucking caring. I'm like, how many fucking people are gonna watch these? I'm just not gonna spend my time doing it. It's public, you wanna find it, you can find it. I'm not gonna spend my time with it.
Tag team?
Okay.
Match? Normal tag?
Got it.
And, Ray and Chavo
Alrighty. Ray, Chavo.
versus Umaga.
Oops. God damn it.
Actually, strike that. William Regal.
Alright.
Because fuck you, William Regal.
William Regal derailing any of Kurt Angle's attempts to get a W.
And, Kid Cash.
Okay, get Cash. Of course, who guaranteed himself a contract for the rest of the year.
Sure did. And match number 3. Umaga.
Jillian Hall.
It's gone over so well.
Like, you've already had them fight each other before.
No, not Julian Hall.
Alright.
Umaga versus... Do I not have Carlito booked right now?
You have Carlito booked against Shawn Michaels.
I do, yes. Mr. Roddy Piper, Shawn Michaels, Umaga, William Regal. Yeah, I'm out of people again.
Mm-hmm. You could always hire more people.
Not right now. Let's go ahead and do it with, let's put Daivari in 2 matches.
All right.
And Umaga's going to have Julian Hall as a manager.
Alright. God damn it. Daivari with Jillian Hall. Alright, cool. Daivari versus Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle. Lance Cade versus JBL, Booker T, and Randy Orton. Advertising promo. Daivari versus Umaga with Jillian Hall. Ray and Chavo versus Regal and Kid Cash. Another advertising promo. Carlito versus Shawn Michaels versus Ken Kennedy. And main event, John Cena versus Roddy Piper.
Yes.
Okay. Let me go ahead and save the game.
He better not, Archangel.
I'd put more stock in William Regal winning than Daivari winning. Alright. Confirm match card. See, we have a schedule, folks. We need to end this in like 5.5 hours. I don't have time for voting. Anyway, I think these matches interesting. Well, you know, I've seen so much Cena and Piper. I'm getting Cena Piper fatigue here. Don't want to watch a Daivari match. Don't want to watch a handicap match.
You want to see Booker T win though?
He might not. Ray and Chavo versus Regal and Cash, or Carlito versus Shawn Michaels and Kennedy. Well, I don't want to listen to another fucking Kennedy entrance, so
Aww.
let's go ahead and simulate Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle finally picking up a W. Booker T finally picking up a
God.
W. Daivari beating Umaga!
Oh my God.
Kennedy, since I'm denying him.
That was Jillian finally low blowing Umaga and allowing Daivari of all people with the victory.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from San Diego, California, weighing 165 pounds, Rey Mysterio.
We welcome you all to Friday Night SmackDown. SmackDown GM still soaking in the great success of last Sunday's Judgment Day. We got here a tag team bout for you as Ray and Chavo, frequent competitors of the Cruiserweight Championship, obviously Ray defeating Chavo this past Sunday, teaming up, an unlikely pairing to be sure, Johnny.
Well, it looks like the two wrestlers have put bygones to bygones and are working together for the first time in a very long time. And I'm actually interested in seeing one of their opponents in this match, a young Kid Cash who recently, in the last pay-per-view, guaranteed himself a contract to SmackDown for the rest of the WrestleMania season.
That's correct, Johnny. Kid Cash, a recent free agent acquisition, formerly with Raw, outracing Lance Cade over the steel cage.
One has to wonder exactly what's going through the mind right now of Kid Cash as he's got himself the guaranteed contract.
Well, I mean, with the guaranteed contract, the pressure is off of him to perform. That being said, I'm sure he's hoping for a good showing tonight, and I think he might have it, as I can't see things being patched up so easily between Ray and Chavo.
Now, I don't know about that, No Name. You see, Chavo and Ray have known each other for quite a long time, and maybe this rivalry has been put to bed, or maybe it's just simmering for right now, as the two have decided to just temporarily team up, I guess.
Well, Johnny, I have some news for you. The longer you know someone, the easier it is to hurt them. In other news, I'm sure you don't have any longtime friends.
You saying you're not my friend?
I mean, we just kind of started working together, didn't we?
Give me that $20 you owe me right now.
For what?
If you're not my friend, I don't know if you're going to pay me back or not.
Well, maybe you should have gone out to eat with me, but you were too busy fat-shaming me about the buffet line. Well,
Still
think
missed
about
out
it,
on that
Johnny.
coleslaw.
Oh, well. Joke's on you, I don't even like coleslaw anyway, Johnny. William
And
Regal
the
here.
opponent, from Blackpool, England, weighing 245 pounds, William Regal.
Yes, I did need another slice of cake! Anyway, William Regal here, a very tenacious, savvy wrestler, has defeated a number of SmackDown superstars since his free agent acquisition.
He sure has, and surprisingly managed to hold his own against a pairing of Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit on several occasions. You can't keep the Englishman down here, and I'm interested in seeing what sort of technical prowess he'll be showing, basically, the Cruiserweight division.
Now, of course, his technical prowess didn't save him versus Umaga this past Judgment Day with special referee Jillian Hall.
No, it certainly did not. There were way too many thumbs to the throat in that match. I'm actually surprised that he goes out here and talking.
Weighing in at 199 pounds, Kid Cash.
Kid Cash strutting to the arena. I can't think of any instance in which Kid Cash and William Regal have worked together. You have that correct, Johnny?
That is correct. It looks like this is the first time pairing for the both of them here. And, again, Kid Cash kind of being thrown into the mix here. Not exactly sure what the SmackDown GM is thinking right now, but more or less it's got to be around the fact that he wants to make good use out of this new cruiserweight that he's got.
Of course, William Regal here, the odd man out, being the largest of the competitors, but Rey Mysterio has quite the reputation as a giant killer.
Does he? I wasn't...
Well, we really can't trust the notes we receive these days, right, Johnny?
It's true.
At least that intern striker was fired.
Sweet.
Here we are, Friday Night SmackDown. It begins with a series of punches by William Regal.
Regal, I'd be afraid of Regal's punches. That power of the punch maneuver that he's got might actually knock out the cruiserweights cold.
Yes, even Umaga suffered from several of those punches, although Umaga, the beast he is, managed to prevail in that match. Speaking of beast, Regal shoving Rey Mysterio aside.
What do you think holds out here, No Name? The technical prowess of William Regal or the speed of Rey Mysterio?
I think that Rey Mysterio certainly has the advantage. William Regal, I imagine, is far used to wrestling individuals more his size. That being said, I think Kid Cash's injection into this fight gives William Regal a better chance here. Not much has been seen of Kid Cash in SmackDown, and while Rey Mysterio and Chavo are savvy veterans, as we see here a chain of suplexes, I think Kid Cash has a bit of mystery here that he brings to the table tonight.
You're wrong. The answer is 42.
What about 619? Speaking of, got a 3 count possibly? No, only a 1.
William Regal quickly jumping into the ring and ensuring that count doesn't go any further.
SmackDown referee has already lost
look at the
control.
pain in the ring right now.
It'd only be more fitting if Kid Cash was doing that submission hold instead of Chavo. 2 legal men now able to do as they please with each other. Another quick roll-up into a submission move by Rey Mysterio.
Mysterio showing some technical prowess of his own, although I don't know how much weight he can actually put on that leg.
It'd certainly be more fitting if he were to do it against William Regal, speaking of which, William is currently being bitched at by the referee. We can say that, right?
No, this is SmackDown. It's PG. PG.
Fiddlesticks. Kid Cash and Chavo getting into it right now. Chavo, of course, not the legal man, the SmackDown referee, flailing uselessly as he is wont to do. Quick takedown by Cash. That's right, Chavo. You make your way back to your corner.
You bad-mouthing Chavo right now? What's Chavo ever done to you?
Let's not get into it right now. Let's just say that if he paid me the 20 bucks he owed me, you'd get your money back.
He needs that money for his stick horse figure.
Perhaps he needs that money to bribe the SmackDown GM so that he can win a match against Ray.
Can you imagine that dialogue? And can you imagine the SmackDown GM's response?
Rey Mysterio here with a series of mounted punches on Kid Cash. Kid Cash powerless to push Rey Mysterio aside. Again and again driving the fist home. Might cut him open here. Nope, Kid Cash falls down. Rey makes the quick tag. Well, quick tag. Oh! 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 See that, Johnny? Do you see that?
I don't know if that was miscommunication on the part of Chavo and Ray, or maybe Chavo just getting a little upset at Ray, but
Oh! Rey Mysterio, despite not being the legal man, delivering his incredible finisher, followed by a Hurricanrana!
but he's not the legal man.
Indeed not. And Chavo seemed to be in no hurry to take advantage of Kid Cash's plight. Chavo perhaps gloating a little bit after that Inzarigi that he put on Rey Mysterio. Drop kick there, takes Kid Cash down. Kid Cash, of course, already having taken a number of moves. I definitely think he needs to tag out, and he does.
I'd be interested in seeing what the submission specialist and William Regal can do with Chavo Guerrero. Chavo not known for his high tolerance of pain.
That being said, William Regal won't be able to do anything. As
I
Chavo...
don't think that. I don't think that's gonna work, Chavo. I'm sorry.
Regal won't be able to do anything submission-wise until Rey Mysterio is dealt with. The brute strength of William Regal demonstrating itself right here. Chavo managing to kick him away, though. Oh!
See, those vicious knees there are just showing of that Blackpool heritage that William Regal has. Those are some tough streets over there, No Name. I don't know if you've ever been to England, but, you know, Blackpool, not exactly the best place to be.
Our job certainly does require us to head all over the world for WWE commentary. That being said, I think this is quite a mismatch here, William Regal being thrown into a competition versus these cruiserweights. Despite Ray's reputation, experience, and Chavo as well to some extent, I don't know how they plan to compete against William Regal. The heavily injured Cash, of course, being the one who is in now, having suffered a 619 as well as a Hurricanrana from Rey Mysterio. Interesting that Regal would tag out in this situation, but Regal is a savvy veteran. I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
Cash looks a little beat up worse for wear there, in comparison to his partner for sure.
Indeed. Ray taking control of the match, keeping Kid Cash as far away from his corner as possible. Oh! No, Kid Cash not able to mount much of an offense here, but he does manage Irish whip Ray into the turnbuckle. Watch out, ref.
Oh, waited too long there.
And Ray quickly tagging out, although Chavo appears... Oh! Gets a cheap shot in on Chavo before he dives out of the ring. Johnny, I think... Tornado DDT!
What a maneuver. If that's what he's got to do to win.
Into a... just a head wrench of sorts. And a counter. Oh! A knee to the gut, sending Kid Cash falling. Flips him over. Oh! A submission move, but right here in front of William Regal. There's no way he would allow that to happen.
It looked like Kid Cash was close to tapping there, though, No Name.
Not that we could see much of it, regrettably. William Regal on the move now, acting against Chavo, who, of course, is the legal man. The referee flailing uselessly instead of getting Regal out of the ring. Chavo mustering an offense with a knee to the gut. Oh!
And another Hurricanrana. These cruiserweights, man, they can sure fly when they want to.
Cash laid out in his own corner. Chavo drags him to the middle of the ring and then goes for the tag on Rey Mysterio.
You know, you said that you were worried about their partnership, but so far, besides an insecurity that did not land well, Chavo and Rey seem to be working just fine.
Kid Cash thrown over the top rope, and Chavo goes falling after him. But Regal stalking. And, well, I'm not entirely sure what Regal is doing, come to think of it, Johnny.
How much is Regal getting paid for this match?
You know, I think he's the one who's showing the least signs of injury out there. I think he's the one who will make out like a bandit when it's all said and done. Oh, quick roll. No, into a submission hold by Kid Cash. Rey could possibly reach for the rope. No, there's no need.
That was Kid Cash to get out of the ring as soon as possible.
Irish whip to the turnbuckle, but Chavo derails.
Oh, Chavo! While the referee is back turned to William Regal, Chavo with a cheap shot of his own.
Yes, followed by a suplex on Kid Cash, and Kid Cash is really looking worse for wear, especially after that. Quick pin. Regal is just able to interject in it.
I don't know if that was Regal or if that was Chavo there, no name.
I'm not entirely sure either, Johnny, come to think of it. Oh. Quick kick from Rey sends Kid Cash down. The referee is... I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. The referees have confused me since WrestleMania. Chavo tagged in. Kid Cash needs to do a tag in of his own. Uh-oh. Might be too late. Oh! He's bleeding! He's bleeding, Johnny!
Somebody get the doctor out here. We can't have...
Oh, no! But Rey Mysterio is not the legal man!
Again, the second time Rey has done a 619 on Kid Cash, but not the legal man in this match.
Kid Cash manages to derail Chavo with a jawbreaker, but he definitely needs to make a tag out.
Well, he earned the contract. Looks like it's Kid Cash's show.
Chavo here going for the pin, but Regal manages to get derailed by Rey Mysterio. And Rey and Chavo walk out the victors in this match, although maybe the real winner here, William Regal.
What do you think of the first showing of the new Rey and Chavo tag team?
I think there's still quite a bit of fire between those two competitors. From the punch to, of course, the that move that you properly pronounced earlier, Johnny.
What is the play-by-play guy not having is having some issues with pronunciation?
Look, we went over this several weeks ago. My pronunciation of luchador moves is a bit rusty, as in non-existent.
You know, it's not non-existent. The tag team partnership of Rey and Chavo. Good job, guys.
And you think we'll see the pairing of William Regal and Kid Cash in the future, Johnny?
Who knows? Only time will tell.
We open up with this track. Alright. Carlito versus Shawn Michaels versus King Kennedy. I want Carlito to win this, damn it. He does! Yes!
Carlito, man, rising up the Power 25 with this win.
And then John Cena versus Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper manages to beat John Cena. If only he had done that back at Judgment Day.
Right. But his first singles win with no stipulations.
Yes. So we have, for you, Finlay versus Snitsky, Rob Van Dam and Mark Henry versus Ric Flair and Triple H. And I know you want to watch RVD with Mark Henry together, right? Big Show versus Mickey James, Lita versus Trish Stratus with Melina, Matt Hardy versus Mick Foley with Finlay, and a fatal four-way, Taker, Lashley, Edge, and Batista. I'm the champ! Finley versus Sitski. Rob Van Dam, Mark Henry versus Ric Flair and Triple H. Big Show versus Mickey James. Lita versus Trish Stratus with Melina. Matt Hardy versus Mick Foley with Finley. And Taker, Lashley, Edge, and Batista in a fatal 4-way.
You know what? Let's go ahead and watch the Mark Henry debut.
All right. Finley finally gets a win, so he can stop being so busy. I know you. For as interesting as the 4-way might be, J2 could very well want a break from those incredibly awesome competitors.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing 230 pounds, Rob Van Dam.
The crowd here eating up the entrance of Rob Van Dam. Folks, welcome back to Monday Night Raw. I am No Name, joined as always by my co-announcer, Johnny Jeremy. We've got a tag team match coming up for you featuring the Raw debut, well, not so much a debut as the return of Mark Henry, having been signed by the Raw GM for 5 weeks.
Listen, all I care about right now is making sure that this guy's been drug tested time and again before he's come out here for this match. Do we have a piss test nearby?
There is no need for that, Johnny. As I'm sure you are well known, Mark Henry is the world's strongest man.
I wasn't talking about Mark Henry.
From Silsbee, Texas, weighing in at 380 pounds, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
Now, Rob Van Dam has some controversy, although drug testing is not quite it. Recently involved in a loser leaves the brand feud with Batista, but through means we're not entirely sure of, managed to win himself back in the GM's favor, enough to keep his roster spot on Monday Night Raw.
I hear that Van Dam gave away a portion of his marijuana collection to one Raw general manager to keep his job. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't condone that. Not in one sense or another.
Johnny, are you sure that you want to keep your job? Because if you keep bad-mouthing the GM, you might be out of one.
Listen, it's a legal suit. If he fires me, you can't. I'm a whistleblower, and there's nothing you can do about it. Whistleblowing.
And the opponent, from Charlotte, North Carolina, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
You want to talk about a man with some illicit and shady deals in his past, Johnny? You need look no further than the Nature Boy Ric Flair, although I know you are his sycophant.
Listen, Rick is an icon in this business, all right? You tell me when you compare Ric Flair and Rob Van Dam, who's the bigger icon? If you say Rob Van Dam, you are just as high as he is most of the time.
Ric Flair may be an icon, but he's also a retiree and a has-been. As a matter of fact, he lost basically a girl previously against Bobby Lashley in a last man standing match. No doubt.
All that needs to be said about Ric Flair is that Flair knows when not to push his luck. And Flair, now teaming up with his protege, Triple H, looks to put the beat down on one Rob Van Dam and Mark Henry.
Now, speaking of Triple H, the game and Ric Flair have had some tension between each other in past weeks. Triple H getting involved in basically some fighting between RVD and Ric Flair. I'm not entirely sure how it's working out, but certainly not even Ric Flair wants to earn this man's wrath.
Weighing in at 260 pounds, Triple H.
Ric Flair and Triple H, known for their time in Evolution. Triple H learning quite a bit of lessons from the Nature Boy, and now the Cerebral Assassin looks to make use of those lessons here tonight in this tag team match.
I am most certainly interested to see this match booked by the Raw GM, one for Mark Henry's debut, and two, whether Ric Flair and Triple H can work together here, considering those previously mentioned differences which viewers have seen on prior Monday Night Raws. Consider that maybe the viewers watching from this side of the ring totally need one of those, like, screen guard things that you'd have at, like, Gallagher shows every time Triple H spits out there.
Are you kidding me? They pay for that privilege. That's how we jack up the ticket prices on the front row so high.
They pay for it?
Yeah, of course.
Huh. Wow. I didn't know there was a list of people who wanted to be spat on by the game.
It's quite a large contingent, actually.
How are you so familiar with ticket prices in the front row, Johnny?
Hey, I'm just looking to make money. That's all.
But you have no control over that aspect of WWE.
I'm just if I buy them and then resell them at a higher price, then you can make some money.
You're a ticket scalper.
I'm just saying they don't. What's your contract these days?
It's pretty ironclad. I think I'm booked here for as long as the RGM will be, certainly until WrestleMania. How about yours?
Same, but I mean, like the week to week, you know.
I'm making decent thing. Can't complain. I'm no limousine driver, though. Like the Nature Boy Ric Flair as we start this match off here. Tag team bout, of course. RVD and Flair are the legal men.
I don't know. I'm too worried about Flair getting too close to Rob Van Dam. The smell might get to him.
RVD here with some early offense, but Flair going for the cheap moves for which everyone knows, and some of them oh, again! My goodness.
Get him, Rick!
And the referee is just as useless now as he has been since WrestleMania, I swear. Oh, a series of punches to RVD's head. But he manages to... And he kicks the ref! Perhaps in punishment for the cheap shots he let go. Flair tagging out.
Good job, Kyoto.
And all four men in the ring briefly. Oh, now Mark Henry and Triple H. Flair interjecting himself back into the match, though. And assisting his former pupil.
Welcome back to Raw, Mark Henry. Meet the game.
Yeah.
Hey, he wants no part. He's trying to get out of there as soon as possible.
That's right. Sexual Chocolate here wants to bail on the game. No interest in playing it. Wouldn't expect to see fear from this man. Maybe he just wants to reconsider the situation. RVD back in the ring now. An Irish whip to Ric Flair's turnbuckle. Expect Mark Henry to be savvier than that. Flair once again tagging in. The Triple H getting a last move before he goes out. A knee breaker brings down RVD in his corner.
I'm seeing a lot more of tag team cohesiveness from Flair and Triple H than I am Van Dam and Mark Henry.
Well, we're not that far into the match, Johnny.
I'm just saying, I'm not exactly sure why the Raw GM picked Rob Van Dam and Mark Henry, of all people, to tag team against a clear winner in Evolution.
Well, clearly Rob Van Dam did need some help as Flair goes into his vintage taunt before stomping on Rob Van Dam's leg. And Mark Henry, new acquisition, seemed fitting enough. So far, though, not the case for Rob Van Dam. Oh, Triple H with a kick of his own to the ref.
Again, Kyoto, you gotta move, you gotta get out of there, alright?
Triple H demonstrating his strength, suplexing Mark Henry. As the Nature Boy.
If a man picked up the 400-pound Mark Henry with ease over his head. I don't know if I'd want to be around that man.
The game is certainly a fierce and tenacious competitor. Mark Henry rolling back to his feet, driving his elbow in the game's back. Oh, and a knee to the forehead. Oh, and putting all of that weight on Triple H's body. Knee to the gut there by Triple H. The two men square off, staring at one another. They're matched evenly here, blow for blow.
Now,
Oh!
what exactly do you think Mark Henry's goal here is now that he's been signed by Raw?
Well, it's only a 5-week contract as far as I understand, Johnny, so he's hoping to make a strong debut here and prove his worth. Oh! Rob Van Dam, vintage there with a nice maneuver, dropping his leg on Triple H's neck. And the game quickly tags out. But not before poking RVD in the eyes. Damn it, ref. I don't know why I even expect anything from you anymore.
A pile driver?
A pile driver?
That's not allowed, right? Is that allowed now?
There's definitely been talk of the move being phased out from all of the injuries that have been associated with it. Undertaker and Kane being the only two to really be allowed to use the move. But I suppose Ric Flair, given his veteran expertise, perhaps there's a special grandfather clause.
Oh my God!
No way! No way!
Ric Flair!
I'm not... Wow, if Ric Flair had shown that kind of power in his fight against Bobby Lashley, he would have defeated him for sure.
Are we sure Flair's on the level nowadays?
Maybe you need to do that piss test for the Nature Boy, Johnny.
Well, it's a thing, maybe.
How many current superstars do you think could pick up Mark Henry and sling him around like that?
Well, we already just saw Triple H do it, so I mean, it's not that far-fetched.
Mark Henry having a bear hug on Flair, all four competitors in the ring. The referee cannot take control of this match. Oh, but Triple H taking control for sure on Mark Henry. Big man going for a ride.
That broke my break.
Oh. Now, I'd hoped that after SmackDown's pay-per-view, we wouldn't see so many shots to the groin, but it appears that Triple H wants to keep that business alive and well here on Monday Night Raw.
As is my cup business.
Oh! Flair tagging Triple H back in, Mark Henry managing to get back to his feet.
Kyoto, I don't know why you're trying to argue with the Nature Boy here. That's not going to end in your favor.
As if the referee can do anything useful in these matches. Oh! Mark Henry with a low blow of his own.
Jesus Christ!
Tagging in RVD. Oh, no!
This is PG, folks! PG! Somebody get the message out to the wrestlers right now.
I don't think they give a damn, Johnny.
Kyoto, are you gonna DQ or what, man? I mean, we still have disqualifications here.
No,
right?
Why is this happening? Why won't you do something, ref? Stop staring uselessly. Mark Henry.
Does the ref even know the words? The word disqualification.
Mark Henry just stood there too, letting RVD take it instead of helping his tag team partner. Rob Van Dam reeling on the mat now. Flair looming over, taunting his opponent. Oh, and a series of punches directly to the head. Rob Van Dam trying his best to fight back. The game reaching out for a tag. A pin here, but it's too close to Triple H.
Mark Henry taking down Rob Van Dam while trying to get to Ric Flair.
Certainly some eagerness here on Mark Henry's part, but the referee does have a hold on him. Oh, Rob Van Dam taking down both Flair and the game. Flair, of course, the legal man here for that team. Irish whip here to Flair's corner, and then Rob Van Dam misses with a clothesline or splash or whatever he's thinking of doing, but didn't miss with that. Flair is down.
Flair's not used to all these fancy moves.
Oh, including that. That's certainly a move Flair didn't see in the 80s. Oh! Mark Henry showing his incredible strength. Rob Van Dam watching out there, but there's no way that pin's going off. Triple H still active.
Yeah, the Nature Boy needs to tag in the game as soon as possible here.
Flair showing signs of slowing down here greatly, and I'm not just talking about his age. How much do you think slinging Mark Henry up on his shoulders took out of Ric Flair? Also, come on.
Looks like Triple H is learning a move from the dirtiest player in the game, for sure.
It's as if half the damn people in the locker room know that move, Johnny.
Ric Flair's taught it well.
Rob Van Dam coming back into the ring. Ric Flair being Irish whipped to a poor choice of turnbuckle. Ah!
I swear at this point we must have like a testicular doctor on retainer.
Ric Flair, he's heating up. Trying to recuperate his strength here. Ah, RVD quick to slow him down. Takedown by Flair, but RVD near the ropes. The two men grapple it out. Knee to the gut. Oh! No! I thought Flair had dodged that.
These jumping kicks by Rob Van Dam are too much for the veteran Ric Flair.
Indeed, Rob Van Dam, an expert fighting with all parts of his body. We're gonna see it
couldn't
again?
get that one off.
No, not this time. Rob Van Dam has got... Well, he's in his own corner, and I don't understand why Mark Henry isn't doing anything to help. Hopefully he does something now, because Flair's calling for it. He's calling for it. But he's
dancing.
He's too close to Mark Henry. He's too close. There's no way that figure four leg lock is going to last for very long, Johnny. Unless Mark Henry doesn't do a damn thing. Okay. He did something, I guess. No.
But he's going for it again.
What? All right, I really think slinging Mark Henry on his shoulders took too much out of the old man. This is insane. What the hell is Ric Flair thinking here?
The game missing an opportunity to take out Mark Henry before Flair managed to finish off that figure four.
I think Triple H was just as damn confused as anyone else was, as we were. Mark Henry choosing to do nothing in this situation, forcing RVD to escape on his own. I don't think Mark Henry is a great tag team partner, Johnny.
I don't think he ever has been.
He's not making a good showing here in another pile
driver.
Mark Henry's not making a great showing here in his recent re-debuting on Monday Night Raw.
Triple H goes for the pin.
But Mark Henry's still active. But Flair manages to distract. Flair and Triple H win. RVD cannot get the help he needs.
Could we see a reformation of the Evolution stable?
It's too soon to say.
Triple H.
I mean, you've already got Ric Flair, you've got Triple H, you've got Batista.
That might be something in the cards in the future. For now, Flair and the game are the winners, and Rob Van Dam must look elsewhere for help. Fucking two figure four leg locks right in fucking RVD's corner.
That's gonna work.
You're calling for the second one while Mark Henry and Triple H are still in the fucking ring.
That was good.
Also, it looks like this glitched out a little bit.
Oh.
Oh, looks like it's still the same results. It'd be funny. RVD manages to pull some strings with the GM, calls for a rematch. Big Show defeats Mickey James. Trish Stratus with Melina defeats Lita. Matt Hardy manages to defeat Mick Foley. Not it's any surprise, because Finlay clearly sabotages Mick. And the main event here, Bobby Lashley coming out over these other amazing superstars.
Intriguing.
Oh, so let me take a look at this picture, Bass Mans.
Oh my god.